I can't afford to buy back the shares for double, especially not in 5 days.
Derek stammered on the other end of the call. Aiden chuckled to himself and waited patiently. After what felt like a minute had passed, Derek continued, unable to disguise the anxiety in his voice.
I barely managed to scrape together enough money to buy the shares back at the normal price. How can I possibly buy them at double the cost and in half the time?
Aiden chuckled. I'm sorry, Derek, but that's just not my problem.
This is so messed up. It's cruel. That's what it is.
Derek sounded as though he was about to burst into tears. Aiden shook his head. No, Derek, this isn't cruelty at all. This is just how the game's played. If you want to play with the big boys, then you're going to have to start acting like one. There was silence on the other end of the phone. You understand what you have to do, don't you, Derek? There was a slight pause before Derek replied.
Yes, Tiger. I understand.
There was a darkness in his voice that Aiden hadn't heard before. Very good. Get us the money in 5 days, or Daring Industries is finished. Without saying another word, Aiden hung up. Suddenly, Tina knocked on the door of Aiden's office.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but you have a visitor.
Aiden arched his brow. Visitor? I didn't see anything on the calendar. Who is it?
Cyrus Shaw, sir?
Tina said nervously. Aiden's eyes widened. Cyrus is here? Very well. Send him in. Tina nodded. After a few moments, she returned with Cyrus. Well, well, well. Cyrus smirked slightly as he spoke. You're a difficult man to pin down these days, Aiden Callahan. Aiden motioned to Tina. Give us some privacy, will you? Tina nodded, scurrying back to her desk. There was a small pause as Cyrus and Aiden waited for her to close the door. It's good to see you, Cyrus. But if you and Lara keep showing up at my office like this, people are going to get suspicious. If they see me taking meetings with the Tiger Group captains, they might start to connect the dots. Cyrus nodded as he sat down. Don't worry, boss. I made it sound like I was here to talk about buying some more CCTV cameras. I don't think your assistant suspects anything. He looked down at his lap for a moment and furrowed his brows. Look, normally I wouldn't just drop by unannounced like this, but I'm afraid I have something urgent to talk to you about. Aiden felt his pulse quicken. Urgent? Cyrus, what's going on? Cyrus sighed heavily. I'm here because I spoke with Ron. He told me everything that happened between you two last night. Aiden flew into a rage. You talked to Ron? Yes, Cyrus sighed. Why did you reveal your identity to him? Your true identity? Aiden huffed. It's a long story, but it seemed like a better option than getting into a shootout with my own men at one of our most popular nightclubs. Cyrus stood up and began pacing the room. Still, you should have called me. I'm here to help you. You know how risky it is for you to reveal your identity as the Tiger to anyone, even those in our own group. Aiden clenched his jaw in frustration. What was I supposed to do, Cyrus? If I had waited any longer to act, who knows what he might have done to my friend? Cyrus frowned. Still, if you called me, maybe I could have helped. You have no idea how fast everything went down, Aiden shouted, standing up from his desk. When I got there, my friend was already half undressed. If Ron had gone any further, I would have killed him right then and there. You need to calm down, boss. Someone might overhear us, Cyrus warned, nodding toward the door. Aiden sat down on the edge of his desk and ran his fingers through his hair. It's because of people like Ron that the Tiger Group is in disarray. This city is in shambles. If we start to develop this kind of reputation, how are we supposed to keep our business afloat? Cyrus nodded and walked over to the window in Aiden's office, staring out at Chicago. Aiden, I don't disagree with you. I understand where you're coming from. All I'm trying to tell you is this. It's dangerous right now for you to be too open with your identity. Have you forgotten that there's currently a spy within the Tiger Group? A spy whose identity is still a mystery to us. Until we figure out who this person is, you need to keep your identity a secret.
What do you think I've been doing?
Aiden fumed.
Do you know how much shit I still put up with day to day from people who would be crawling at my feet if they knew who I was? I don't need to be persuaded. I took a calculated risk. It was the right call.
Aiden joined Cyrus at the window. They stood side by side, looking out at the city skyline.
Still, sometimes I ask myself if it's a mistake to remain underground. The longer I stay hidden in the shadows, the less powerful I become. I'm starting to seem like a distant memory to my own organization. People might start to think I don't even exist, and that they can go rogue like Ron and get away with it.
Cyrus patted his shoulder. It's not for too much longer now. It's just until we figure out who this spy is. As soon as we exterminate them and expunge them from the group, then you can come forward and reclaim your title, out in the open, for all to see. Aiden nodded.
But if I wait too long, I could lose my grip on this whole organization. Pretty soon, my enemies will see the weak spots within the Tiger Group. They'll organize themselves on our front lines and come to kill me. Just like with my father.
Aiden headed to the bar cart in his office, fixing himself a drink. He took a large swig.
For most of my life, I've lived like an insect. Just something for other people to step on without giving it a second thought. I had nothing, no one to support me. But I didn't let that deter me. I worked hard and made my way in the world, got a job as a delivery boy, paid my dues.
Cyrus looked at Aiden sympathetically as he continued.
And now, I finally have the chance to make a difference, to take control over my own destiny. I can keep up the charade of being Aiden Callahan for a little longer. At least until we find the spy. But one day, sooner rather than later, I need to stop living in the shadows.
Cyrus nodded. Agreed. Aiden sat back down at his desk and took another swig of his drink.
What do we do about Ron?
Don't worry about Ron, Cyrus replied. We'll keep tabs on him and make sure we shut him up if he tries anything. In the meantime, we'll keep zeroing in on this spy. We'll find them. Whatever it takes. Aiden nodded.
Yeah. Whatever it takes. Even if it means living in the shadows.
Meanwhile, across town at the Stoneco building, Shane headed toward Harvey's massive office, looking nervous, his eyes wide with panic. He knocked timidly on Harvey's door.
Can I come in?
Harvey looked up from his computer. Yes, please. Come on in. He waved Shane inside. Shane dragged his feet as he walked, sitting down across from his grandfather. Large beads of sweat ran down the back of his neck. Harvey squinted his eyes. Shane, what's wrong? How did it go with Powerhouse PR? Shane exhaled shakily.
It went okay.
Harvey stood up. Well, that's good. Here, why don't we have a drink to celebrate? He headed over to a nearby bar cart, fixing the two of them some drinks. He handed one of the glasses to Shane. As they clinked their glasses together, Shane began to shake his head.
I'm sorry, Grandfather. I lied before.
Harvey nearly dropped his glass. What? What do you mean you lied?
It didn't go well. With Powerhouse PR, I mean.
What happened? Shane's eyes were welling up.
They canceled the contract with Stoneco. They refused to do business with us.
Without warning, Harvey threw his glass across the room. It shattered on the opposite wall.
What?
Harvey flew into a rage.
How could you let this happen?
Shane cowered.
It wasn't my fault. It wasn't, I swear. They canceled it the second I walked in.
Harvey furrowed his brow.
Well, what did they say? What was their reason?
Shane trembled as he spoke.
It was because of the tiger. He canceled the contract.
Harvey scowled.
The tiger. He'll rue the day he made a fool out of me.
Will Ron cause more trouble for Aiden? Will Harvey take revenge on the Tiger Group for canceling their contract? What will Derek do now that Aiden has made him desperate?
Wait, that's not the end. You've just had a free taste. Now get the full story on the Pocket FM app, link in description. Check out our next video and playlist, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.